I'm Amy Rucker from the Clark County Delegate, past parent and policy council chair.
Hi, I'm Sam Mena from Middlesex and Monmouth County Delegate. I am currently the Policy Council Chair.
My name is Brooke Reister. I am a current parent of a Head Start student and delegate from Wisconsin, Policy Council Rep.
Hi, I'm Olivia Armstead from Camden, Philadelphia. I am the Policy Committee Chairperson.
So I first want to take this opportunity to welcome our 4 panelists to our first of many Parent Choice, Parent Voice panels. Let's get started. When you think about your relationship with Head Start as it exists today, let's think for a moment about what initially brought you to the Head Start program and what are some of your earliest memories of becoming a part of the Head Start family.
There are some good days and there are some bad days. Let's stop for a moment and self-reflect, because we all have challenging days. Let's think about your most challenging day in the Head Start program.
Amy?
So early on, it was a really good experience. What brought me to it was because I know the development that they provide for the kids. I knew it would be a safe environment for my daughter where she can learn and grow. I knew that they have quality teachers that will help her with her education. And the transition from, because I was in early Head Start and went to ACELERO, it was an easy transition because they partner with our early Head Start programs out here. And that was some of the greatest things that I had. Challenging days, I really didn't have many.
My son's mother and I are no longer together when my son started ACELERO Head Start. When my son got enrolled, I started doing a lot of research because that's just who I am. And I remember ACELERO being a name that I've heard but I never really knew about. And what brought me to continue having my son there was the interaction I had with the teachers and the advocates. There was a lot of discrepancy of my son's education and his level of understanding certain things, but ACELERO kind of held my hand through the process and actually became a mediator between me and my son's mother to help build that and solidify that relationship. The relationship that I have with her today is thanks to ACELERO, thanks to the advocates, thanks to the parents, the parent leaders that were there involved, that were able to facilitate a more seamless, a better way of co-parenting by the way they expressed themselves, by the way they educated each of us individually. My son, thank God, right now he's in kindergarten and he's thriving.
I was actually in the W-2 program in Wisconsin, and I was unemployed at the time, looking for employment, but also looking for a quality child care program for my daughter, who was 6 months at the time. And so, you know, as a parent, that's your biggest concern. Where is my child going to feel safe? Where is it going to be consistent? Who am I going to allow around my child, and who's going to help support what my vision is for my child? And so I had gotten the information from ACELERO from a caseworker, and I said, well, you know, I'm not too familiar. I've heard of Head Start, I've heard of Early Head Start, but let me check it out first. And so I put in the application, I met the staff, I met with an advocate. They went over what the program entails, you know, if this was something for me and if this is what I wanted for my child. And I think the biggest, most positive piece is that I was a partner right in the beginning. You know, when the program was explained, it was, is this something you want? Is this something we can help you do for your child? And I think that's huge when parents are able to take that leadership role and to really help and guide, essentially guide those that are working with your child.
Graduated 16 in my class out of 600. I had a full academic scholarship, but now my son has a speech delay. My son may have a delay in learning or, you know, in interacting. You know, he just, to me, he's just an active kid. But that was the hardest moment for me to accept that as a parent.
Sam, I can relate with you. He has a speech disability, but every time I go to the school, I'm so proud. He will run out of his classroom to tell grandma that he can say a new word. And it's not a small word, it's not hat, cat. He comes in with confidence. And I'm like, what do you know about that word? he'll use it in a sentence, and he'll tell me what it means. And I'm just so proud that I had one that was no problems, and now I have one with challenging problems, and he's making it. And only because ACELERO was there for these grandchildren. Thank you. Thank you for being ACELERO. Thank you for being there for me.
Yeah, I'm glad to be a part of your experience. And I oftentimes tell parents that a delay is not a dead end. That is just that. It's just a delay. And Head Start, that's what I love about Head Start. We have a very tight window, and when we have to identify whether or not a children has some type of delay, whether it's social, physical, intellectual, and we get right on top of it. And so when I heard you start out your first part of your discussion, you said your child is thriving, right? And so now I know you have to be extremely proud.
So one more, most exciting.
I think for me, the most exciting, it wasn't necessarily a particular day, but I want to say the involvement of the program and how the teachers worked with me, the advocates worked with me, the executive director had communication with me, and how all these different puzzle pieces came together to support me and my child. You know, obviously there's just individual tough times, you know, at home, and when you're able to bring your child to a place that is consistent and stable and they know what to expect, then, sorry.
We're down with tears, aren't we?
Then you know you're doing something right. And and those are the good days. Those are the days when there's people there that, you know, regardless if they get paid or not, they have a vested interest in your child. They have a vested interest in their well-being, not only educationally, but socially and emotionally. And as a single parent, that is so, so important to me. So being able to bring my child to that every day is a blessing.
Give me an update. What is your child's name?
My daughter's name is Alana.
Alana?
Do you want an individual update about her?
I want to know
or
about Alana.
the program? Okay.
I want to know about Alana.
Alana just turned 2 in October. She started the Early Head Start program, like I said, at 6 months. She has been at Penfield. Alana is almost potty trained already. Her vocabulary is beyond what I would even ever expect of a 2-year-old. Her passion and love for learning, I mean, every day we get home, Mama, read this to me. Mama, read this book, read this book. And I'm like, you know, with a 2-year-old, you're going through pages and pages, and you know, something that I learned from her teacher, like, you don't have to, I get so frustrated. Like, I can't even read a book with her because she wants to just, you know, flip the page and, oh, look. And so what kind of happened was me just telling a story of the pictures, her just telling a story of the pictures, making learning happen at home, and making it a priority. You know, I think a lot of times, especially today's times with television, social media, those sorts of things, like those are easy babysitters when we get home. When we spend all day working, and I have another child as well, all day working, and we're trying to get other stuff done at home, and you know, whatever the case may be. And to have a child that is not, quote unquote, addicted to the television, the tablet, even though they're in the house, but she chooses a book. She chooses a wipe erase board. She chooses to, you know, find paper and draw and write and, you know, tell me, Mommy, you go potty, you get a sticker. I was like, yes. You know, I mean, just those little things are the best.
I was able to go in September down in Washington, D.C. and see the National Head Start Association big parent rally. And I saw all these parents out there. And I spoke to different type of programs. And one thing they lacked was the enthusiasm that the parents of ACELERO had. Just that oomph, that excellence, that level of expertise in their staff. It was just, to me, it was like, wow, like, I'm blessed to be a part of an organization that really truly cared about our voice and our opinions. And how when we sit on a board and we talk about different things that are concerning and alarming, that it's not just put to the back burner and that, well, it's just a requirement we need to have. No, it's like, let's get on that. Let's make this happen. As you go through your local boards, it gets so much bigger on this side. Because now you're seeing it from a whole picture. Now you're able to see what's going on in Wisconsin, what can we do to help Wisconsin? You know, what's going on in Camden, Philly with their new program that's happened. Can we help you guys in any way? It's when you see that it's not just locally, but it's across the country that we're impacting children. And that's the beauty behind it.
So this concludes our panel. I thank you all so much for your time and for your stories.
My name is Claudia Dean. I'm the Executive Director for Wisconsin ACELERO Learning. After hearing my parent and all the parents talk about what a difference we make in the children's lives, it just gives me the strength to continue, to want to keep supporting them. It reinforces the importance of all of us working together to make a difference in their child's life. Join us at ACELERO, a phenomenal program. I've been in many different Head Start programs. ACELERO is the winner.
Hi, I'm Amanda Colon. I'm the Executive Director of Monmouth Middlesex ACELERO Head Start. After hearing the parents' stories today, I'm just very proud of this program and very proud to be the Executive Director at Monmouth Middlesex. I would encourage everyone listening to enroll their kids today. Thank you.
I'm Victoria Ankara. I am the Executive Director of Camden, Philadelphia. To hear our parents speak so passionately about the work that ACELERO does each and every day that has basically propelled their children to success has basically warmed my heart and continues to help me thrive and have passion towards the work we're doing. I look forward to us impacting hundreds of thousands of more children and families throughout the years. And if you don't have your child at ACELERO Learning, after hearing what you heard today, I would advise you to enroll now.
Hello, my name is Michael Tomas Mitchell. I'm the Executive Director for ACELERO Learning, Clark County. It was such a pleasure today to hear the stories of our parents sharing with the success of their children. And I think not only is it a time for us to feel inspired about that success, but really think about what ACELERO Learning is as a school and a Head Start program. A place where Head Start employees and parents come together to share and partner and work towards the success of each individual child, of each family, and then to impact our communities. And so we invite you to enroll with us today to not only partner in the success of your family and your child, but in the building of our local communities. Thank you.
Enroll your
Child in
child
the Head Start program.
Become a parent leader today.
today.
Day.
Today.
Today.
Today.